Hey, what is going on guys? My name is Nort, and in today's video I decided just to showcase something which I think you guys are going to find pretty cool, and this is actually getting to the absolute end of GTA 5 if you were to fly all the way out into the ocean. And this is something which very few players have actually been able to do, because in order to do this you will actually need to use a variety and series of mods. Now in this video I will explain exactly how you guys can install those mods and how you can get to the real very end of GTA 5, and I gotta say it's pretty interesting, and it's something, like I said, which many other players haven't experienced, and it's one of those unanswered questions which I can promise you guys we're gonna answer and show you guys in today's video. And as always, if you do go on to enjoy today's video, please don't leave without smashing that like button. It would be very much appreciated. The support you guys have been giving this channel recently is overwhelming. I cannot describe it. For example, in the video I uploaded yesterday, I explained how the support has been crazy, and I set a like goal of 1,000 likes within the first hour, and you guys smashed that goal by giving that video 1,000 likes in 50 minutes. So thank you so much for the crazy support you guys have been giving this channel recently. Anyway, let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into the video by taking a look at what is at the other side of GTA 5 if you were to fly all the way out into the ocean. So I actually got this idea for the video by Yan2295, a really reputable source in the community. He just got bored one day and he decided to fly to the North Icon, but what he didn't show in that video is everything else which happens when you do get to the North Icon. But a really interesting piece of information he showed me, which pretty much inspired me to do this myself and check out exactly what happens for myself, is this one huge line you can see in the sea. Now this is actually the boundary line, so when you do reach the limit you will hit that line and you physically couldn't go any further. But after watching this video, this got me curious. I wanted to know what happened if we were to get past this line, how we were to get past this line, because this is the true map limit which you're taking a look at right now in that red box. So before you guys try this out for yourself, you're going to have to make sure you have this mod downloaded. A few other guys were also talking about how you can get to the end of the map and showing you guys how to do it, but one huge question was actually regarding the mod, because no one showed the mod, which I found pretty stupid to be honest, because I know this is something which pretty much every single person on PC wants to do, because it's interesting and it's pretty fun as well. I'll explain exactly what I mean when we do get to the actual limit, but I found it pretty crazy that very few people actually just showcased this mod, and it took me a while to even find this mod for myself. So I decided, you know what guys, here is the mod, download it for yourself so you can try this out for yourself, because that's what everyone wants to do, right? You all want to try this out and you all want to have fun with this. So that is the mod. I will leave a link in the description. All you guys have to do is download it and it will remove all of the boundaries in GTA 5. And the best way to describe boundaries is not the end of the map. Boundaries are set in place so you don't get to the end of the map, and boundaries, for example, would be sharks attacking you if you do swim too far, which as many of you guys may have experienced, or if you're in a jet, the jet might break down and destroy itself going into the ocean. Basically, the whole point of a boundary is to make it as organic and realistic as possible, that if you were to get close or hit the boundary, your player wouldn't just hit an invisible wall. Instead, it would kill itself by flying into the ocean if your plane breaks down, or of course getting eaten by sharks. Now, by removing these boundaries, you will not hit into these horrible areas where your plane destroys itself or sharks will swarm you. You can just fly straight through them and you can get to the North Icon, which as you can see I am almost at right now. And believe it or not, the actual end of the map is far beyond the North Icon. It doesn't take too long to get there. I would say it takes about 5 minutes or so, but the actual boundary of the map is something which I think you guys aren't going to expect at all. And just taking a look behind me, moving side to side, you will notice that the entire of San Andreas is almost hidden away right now. You can just about see it if you look pretty much 180 degrees behind you, but if you were to turn side to side, to look at or take a little glance at this, it's pretty difficult to even make out that that's San Andreas behind you, and in just a few seconds you will notice the entire island will disappear. Now that is exactly how you guys know you have gone so far out into pretty much the unknown of GTA 5. And as you can see, I have just reached the north icon. Take a look at that on my radar. This is the icon everyone can see but can never really get to on their minimap, or can never really take a look at. But this is the north icon. I am exactly where the north icon is right now, and believe it or not, the map still goes on. The way to see this north icon is to take a look in my minimap in the bottom left hand side, but this is exactly how far out I am. And it's pretty crazy to even think that you can get this far out in GTA 5. But there is the north icon in the bottom left hand side. We have just flown past it, and we're still going further and further and further away. And what you will notice is in the distance, instead of seeing the normal curve you will see, say for example you're on top of Mount Chiliad or something, you will see kind of like a curved atmosphere around you to try and make it look like you are inside a world or something. You will notice this curve will start to kind of bend itself, and this is exactly how Rockstar Games have shaped the map. So if you can kind of imagine a massive table, and the table is filled with blue, which is the water, and right in the middle is San Andreas, we are getting to the edge of that table. So you can kind of see how Rockstar Games kind of warped and shaped the map to make it look as realistic as possible when you look down into the distance from inside San Andreas, otherwise known as the world of GTA 5. And we're almost at the boundary, guys. Believe it or not, we're 6 minutes in and we're almost at the boundary. And another mod I'm using is called Menu. It is just a simple mod which allows you to apply invincibility onto your aircrafts, onto your players, and just allow you to spawn in vehicles as well. It also allows you to use NoClip as well in case things get a little bit tricky. So I recommend you guys install that as well. It is called Menu. I will leave a link to that mod in the description just to allow you to kind of organize and navigate your player in the most simple way when doing this video and when doing this trick and when just exploring to the unknown of GTA 5. And as you can see, just taking a look directly behind me, San Andreas has almost 100% disappeared. Take a look, guys. I'm just flicking behind me right now, and it is not there. You can't see this at all. And at this stage, if I took away the minimap, I wouldn't even know which way is forward or backwards now. I just wouldn't know. You are completely in the unknown right now, which is pretty crazy, and I was not expecting to get out this far. And this is 7 minutes in as well, guys. Bear in mind, this is 7 minutes in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly fast forward the gameplay. I'm just changing the time and everything to see exactly what it would look like and making the weather clear as well, just to allow this video to look a bit better for you guys so you can see a bit more. But I'm just going to fast forward everything a little bit, and to put this into perspective, I think I was flying for about 15 to 20 minutes just trying to get this going. My entire recording itself, the raw footage, was about 25 minutes touch and go, and that was of course with the ending just messing around at the boundaries and setting things up at the start. So this will take you overall about 15 to 20 minutes to do, but I am going to speed this up because I can tell some of you guys are going to comment below saying speed this up or something. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to speed this up and I'm just going to quickly play it here, because what you will notice is I am shooting missiles, but something really interesting is that you are so far out that the missiles won't even shoot. They just blow up straight behind you. And like I said, I am using a mod. I do have invincibility on, so this won't affect my aircraft carrier at all, but these are missiles and they're just blowing up straight away, which shows that you can't physically shoot missiles out this far. We are so far into the wilderness or the unknown of GTA 5 that missiles won't even work. Bullets will, but missiles won't, which is pretty interesting. Anyway, let's speed this up again and let's get to the actual boundary of GTA 5. So just speeding it up, as you can see, I think I've sped up about 3 or 4 minutes worth of gameplay. I'm just playing around with the missiles here, but we are so close to the boundaries right now, so close that if you take a look behind you, you will physically see nothing. It would just look like a mirrored reflection, which is super crazy and super interesting. But let's take a look when we hit the boundary. We are just about to hit the boundary. Notice on the water as well, you will notice a few lines from where you actually hit the boundary, but as you can see, the moment you do so, your aircraft carrier will carry on, but your camera won't. And you can control this carrier, you can do whatever you want to it, you can still control your plane, and I actually had to use my minimap to try and navigate this because I almost got lost because I actually went off the camera. But what will happen is your camera will kind of freeze and your aircraft carrier will keep on flying itself. You can do this with any sort of vehicle of your choice, and of course if you do get it lost, just try and fly it back to the house icon on your radar, and that is how you can get it back. But as you can see, I'm going to try this again, and I believe I did this 2 or 3 times, and I actually crashed it into the water, which was kind of gutting because it took me a while to get out of here. But as you can see, it's pretty simple, pretty easy, and it's pretty cool as well. And I really wasn't expecting this, because what this shows is you can physically go to the infinite end of this map. You can keep going. It won't kill you. It won't stop your character. The only thing which will stop you is your camera will get stuck. And this is exactly what Rockstar Games have set in place. You are at the end of the map, but you can still fly on. You can fly on into the distance, you just won't be able to see exactly what is over the horizon. So right here is the absolute real end of GTA 5. You can't get any further, you can't go any farther on this. You are simply at the real end of the map. And like I said, I was not expecting this. I thought there would just be an invisible wall or something, your aircraft carrier would get stuck or frozen, but something really interesting, something I wasn't expecting, is your aircraft carrier can keep on flying, you can still control it, the only thing which will stop you is the camera being stuck at that one barrier. So there we go guys, that is the real end of GTA 5, and I really do hope you guys did enjoy this video. I found it extremely interesting, and I definitely learned something new in this episode. If you guys learned something new as well, please don't leave without smashing that like button, it would be very much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new here as well, so you won't miss out on any more GTA 5 content every single day. But aside from that guys, my name is Nort, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video and have a great day. I'll see you guys next time.